So, what are you missing most almost on the 1 year anniversary of the pandemic? Well, I would just say I miss gathering. I miss other people. I miss not just the people I love and care about and want to see, but the acquaintanceship that happens when you just serendipitously run into somebody at some event. I miss the collective effervescence, a word I learned from Emil Durkheim when he studied religious pilgrimages 110 years ago. Something I learned actually at Burning Man as well. So as we look at the 1 year anniversary of the pandemic, I decided I wanted to study why we gather. Because when I was a kid, I was called the curious white boy. I went to a inner city school in the LA area. Snoop Dogg went there a few years after I did. And I was fascinated by different cultures, which in fact, many years later, led to me, if you can see that, that's me looking younger about 8 or 9 years ago. And it says, my passion is being culturally curious. And it has been. That is what has been interesting to me in my life, is to understand other cultures. A bunch of years ago, I took a year and went to 36 festivals in 16 countries of all kinds, including the largest gathering of humanity ever, 100 million people at the Ganges River, the Maha Kumbh Mela in India. So I wanted to understand why the more digital we get, the more ritual we need. And if there's ever been a time in our lives when we need to be reminded about the value of gathering and reclaiming what it means to be human by being in person together, this is it. So I've written this manifesto, 6-part series. My favorite one of them is the one that focuses on the gathering industry, which is something we don't even talk about. But there are so many small businesses that rely upon gathering. And we need to, as the pandemic starts to lessen its grip on us and vaccinations become more available to everybody, we need to actually support these gathering industry businesses. But we also need to go back to realizing that this is a basic human need. I read a book a few years ago called Dancing in the Streets by Barbara Ehrenreich, A History of Communal Joy. We could use some communal joy right now. So I hope you enjoy this manifesto, this 6-part series. At one point I was thinking about writing a book on this topic, and maybe I will if I hear from enough of you and you say you want it. But mostly I just wanted to get the message out there that gathering is a fundamental human need. And sometimes you don't actually even know you have that need until it's taken away. So I hope you enjoy the series.